good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. It's Sergeant Arable, and right here I have 2 1 3 Matthew Mcnulty. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good today, King. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm
Yes,
pumped up. I'm ready to go.
yes. Okay. So before we get too deep into this, we have to tell everyone, when is your show and where is the show?
My show is September 24th, and it's in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wow. And what are you going to be competing? What category?
I'm going to be competing in men's physique.
Oh
Open.
wow. And what is the expectation? What should we be expecting in this competition?
From this competition, I'm coming home with a first place trophy. I'm coming
Yes.
home with my pro card,
Yes.
best poser, and most muscular.
Yes, you heard that right.
Sweeping the table.
Wow. All right, so I have to ask with this. I have to start with this question right here. I know this is not your first time competing, right?
Yes.
So, what is the major difference between this prep right here that you're doing compared to the previous prep you've done for competition?
So in previous preps, one other prep that I've done for my first competition, it was just me and a coach, and he was my motivation every day to get to the gym, to eat my meals and stick to the plan. My second competition I did it all by myself. I did my workout plans, I did my nutrition plan, and it was all myself.
Yeah.
So this one, having a team and having people that surround you with the same like-minded ideas and motivation to keep going and pushing when it gets tough and when you're tired, it's really taken it to a whole nother level. So
Yes.
I feel like this preparation is light years beyond all the preparations I've done in the past.
Wow. All right, just to give everyone an idea, right? Right now, what do you currently weigh compared to what you used to weigh when you were on stage?
So prior to my first show, I was around 185. I am currently sitting at 166.
Wow.
Which is already 4 pounds lighter than I was the last time I got on stage, which is 170. And I still have 3 weeks prep to go.
Wow. You guys heard that right. My goodness. So like right now you're just ready to step on stage. That is it.
Ready to go.
Throughout this journey, right? From the very first day you started. I remember we started in the other room starting to pose. How would you describe the journey, the process so far?
I think the process, the way Coach Sai has it going, with everybody being as positive as you can and supporting each other, having the workout clinics and then the posing clinics on top, it really shows you the whole aspect to bodybuilding. One thing I took for granted for my last show was I had the meal plans, I had the workouts down, I didn't have the posing. So posing was something that I was missing, and that was due to lack of knowledge on my part. Now that I have the posing routine down and I'm more consistent with it, I do it every day for an hour to an hour and a half some days. Every night before I get in the shower, I hit my mandatory routines, and once or twice a week I'll hit my T-walk and just practice, driving in that muscular memorization. So it's definitely taken it to a whole new level, and my confidence has definitely soared.
Wow. I mean, yes, we could see from that, when you say you're going to Las Vegas to bring home the trophy. Mental side of it, when I say the mental side of it, is like what goes through your head, because in the team, the kind of positivity you share, in the group chat, just, uplifting one another, like you say, right? The team that supports you, proposing, so it's like what goes through your head through those times you're doing cardio, you're sweating so much, and through those times you're posing for an hour, because it's really not easy to pose for an hour.
No.
So what goes through your mind, if you can share a bit of that?
So going for my first competition, I swept it. I placed first place in three categories that I stood in. So the euphoric sense that you got from just taking home the trophy first time was something very, very symbolic for my life. And then going into my next competition and not placing as well really had me internally reflect on myself and what I could have done better to get back that same euphoric feeling of stepping on stage. So now this is like my redemption. I'm coming back hungry. I'm very, very aggressive in the posing because of how important I learned that is. in bodybuilding. So
yes, that is true. But posing is everything. You know, like coach used to say, you can have the amazing physique, you can be the muscular person, but if you cannot be able to present that physique or pose right, then there's no way you can win that show.
Nope.
You know, so to everyone watching this right now, if there's a bit of advice you can give them through this journey on how you progress physically, like we all can see that changes, like your muscles, your body, everything changes. So if there's a piece of advice you would give to anyone watching this right now, what would that be?
So a piece of advice, if you're gonna take the step and you're gonna go into bodybuilding or just personal change for your health goals, have someone be there to support you and just to look you over, because you can look at yourself 1,000 times, and we just talked about it with Tia. You can look at yourself every day in a mirror and you won't see the changes. But when you have someone like a coach or a support friend that can look at you once or twice a week and be like, man, you've changed a lot, and you're like, I don't see it. You know what I mean? Just having that affirmation of someone telling you like, hey, just keep it going, you look amazing, you're doing great, So that is definitely something that having this team has brought my game to a whole new level. So,
wow, thank you very much for that advice. I would say, I'm even Tia, I should say that, surround yourself with people that do the same thing or have passion for what you do. And definitely having an extra eye does add value to whatever training you're doing. So thank you very much for this opportunity to do this interview, and we look forward to you sweeping the stage in Las Vegas. We'll be right back into this room to do the part 2 of that interview. So thank you very much for your time, sir.
All right. Thank you, King.
Thank you, AFA.